All right. I think that looks okay, but oops. Well, that's not gonna do me any good. Let's see, I'll try to get that. Sorry, guys. I hit my camera when I tried to move something, and that's not good. It's taking a minute for it to come up. I'm gonna check to make sure that, well, now that I did this, let me straighten that way. Okay, well, sorry guys, I'm gonna go in and come back out. There we go. I've noticed that lately okay, well, sorry, I forgot to turn my sound down. But anyway, I've noticed lately that it takes quite a bit of time now for the what do I want to say, for the video to come up. So kind of weird, but anyway. All right, so tonight I'm going to work, do a double page spread, because honestly, I don't have that many single page spreads to do. I think I have maybe one. I have plenty of photos, but they're not printed. So I'm working on that. I did a bunch of editing last night, and I'll probably do some more. And editing really is just getting them to the proper size to get them to print where I print them. So, which is Walmart. I don't spend a lot of money on printing. I print, hundreds and hundreds of photos. Last time I did a photo print, I think I printed 400, and then I went back not long after that and did an order for 200. So it's a lot. So anyway, here are the 4 or 6 photos I'm going to work on, and they are of a Mexican dinner that these 3 had together, and that a new habit and one of my least favorite. She sticks her tongue out all the time now when you take her picture. So don't love that. And then the other funny thing about this is, I don't know if you can read her t-shirt from there, but it says, "I run this show," and boy, is that ever true. So anyway, so I figured I had something that felt like a Mexican, the tile in a Mexican restaurant. And I looked in a travel my travel file, because I thought I had somebody must have used that paper, but I came up with this instead. And this is from a Crate Paper birthday collection that's quite old. It came from a 12 by 12 pad. So crazy amount of design on this, but we're going to go through, and I am going to help out with that so that it's not quite that crazy, at least I hope. So what I think I'm going to do is see what this looks like if I cut this to 5 inches for a border, for both of these, so that I'm going to run it, I think, down underneath there. At least that's my plan right now. I don't know for sure. If I had 2 sheets of this, and this gold paper that I'll grab for you in just a second is from Crate Paper, or Maggie Holmes Willow Lane. It's the Flutter paper, which is the butterfly paper from that collection. If I had 2 sheets of it, I probably would have made the border this somehow, and I don't know quite how that would work, but it is what it is, right? So I'm thinking 5 inches here, and then maybe that photo on top there. I'm going to cut that pink off in just a little bit so I can see how I think this all looks together. It's really a corally pink. And then I'm thinking if I can come back, I don't know, with some sort of note card or something on either side of these. I did pull off, I have this sticker book. It was from the Kauai food collection from American Crafts. And I have these silly little like taco stickers. And I have an avocado here. I stuck them to the side of my mat. So, and an avocado, and then I just grabbed some of the other pieces to maybe use as grounding elements somehow. So that's kind of what my thoughts are right now, but we'll see how that goes as I work. Some of these I can journal on as well, so that's nice. I have another one that there is a little bit, there's a really pretty like turquoise piece in here as well too. I did think about using turquoise, but there's so much bluey green already. I wanted to minimize that a little bit more, but I have this little piece that says dinner on it that I could like, you know, tuck behind or something like that. So I haven't even really thought too hard about what I'm going to do for the embellishing piece of this. And then I have this old shape sprinkles from Doodlebugs. It's the Taco About Fun. And so there's some tomatoes, there's a burrito here, and some chips, some hot sauce. So and there's a flan guy there. I'll probably try to use up most of these on this layout somewhere. So that's my other thought. But let me take off the top of this and then see what I'm thinking. So it's that old 12 by 12 pad. I remember seeing this paper in this pad and thinking, when am I ever going to use that? And so sometimes if I start thinking that I'm never going to use it, I'll pull it and then I use it like if I put layouts together. So if I want to use some papers and I don't have a full 12 by 12 sheet, I'll turn a paper like this over just as a base so that it stabilizes what I'm doing, but I don't actually scrapbook with it. But tonight we're going to use it. The other thing that I was thinking about on here is maybe that I would use some sort of washi here. I don't think again, like I said, I don't think I want to bring in the blue anymore, at least not in a big way, but I could maybe find a turquoise tape to do. And then I'm thinking that these two will sit here. I could set them out here and put more space here, but I don't know. I think I really like it better when they sit closer together. It feels more cohesive. So, hey Penny, good to see you. Thanks. How about the pulling the stuff that I've pulled for my page? And hi Stella, good to see you here too. Okay, so if I can get this this edge, that shouldn't be the hardest part, but apparently it is tonight. So sometimes I come here and I have a pretty good plan of what I'm going to do. Other times, like tonight, I don't. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so then I have kind of the same arrangement. Now I could maybe pop them up. Get this so they're a little bit more even so we can kind of look at that. Is I could make it so it's more even with that, like the photo there, and give myself a little bit of space. Just playing around with some proportions here. I think that's okay. I'm not loving it. So the other thing that I'm thinking as I'm working with this, I have this avocado notes, and I think this is really bright for this page, even before I get anything else on. So I probably won't use any of the avocados. What I could do with this taco though, is I could use a white 4x6 card, and hopefully I have one of those left with some sort of grid on it. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, I don't have a 4x6, but I have that. That's what I was hoping I had. So maybe I'll do a little bit of looking to see, is there anything I could use? And I'm hoping I'm not laying into the shot here. So there's this LE Studio piece because it's from a cut apart. I could do that. This is going to be a little bit hard to see, but let's do it like that. And then, which I kind of like that because that cuts up, some of this gets cut off. Hey Barbara, good evening to see you. Oh, Barbara, I hope everything is okay and it was something elective that you're in the hospital for. You don't have to tell us that, of course, but just that's my hope for you. So then I could do something like this, or maybe up here to take that away. So, and then hi Nancy. I'm glad I could provide you with some, at least, entertainment, Barbara. I have this one as well, too. see, what's that look like? That I actually like a little bit better than this. I think there's more color in it, and it's pulling out a little bit of the coral and a little bit of the pink, so I don't think that's such a bad choice there. Just kind of going to look and see, like, do I have an aqua that I could use that I might like? Let's see. Not running across, I should grab, let me try, I'll grab these aqua ones and pull them out. This is a little bit harder to do. Here we go. And then you can kind of see what I'm looking at. So these are from an old Heidi swap. And they're too sophisticated with the gold for this. A lot of these seem to be, more horizontal. I like this one, but I don't think I like what it's taking up over there. Now I could also do that over here, you know, do a title over here a little bit more bold and do that here. Still thinking I'm liking that one better. And that's really more blue. There's that. But I was thinking I didn't want to bring the blue out so much. So I'm not loving that. And then the other color that I could see working in here is like this mustardy yellow. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't have any color cards with any of that on it. Yeah, it's all the LE Studio golden yellow. So let's work with this to start out. Now, so I was trying to decide if I should do this. And then remember, it sits, because I use binder ring albums, it does sit like this. Although it feels to me like I've got trap space here, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to glue, oh, actually I don't want to glue this down because I'm thinking about doing washi. But that's kind of where I'm settling now. Now I'm going to grab my washi tape. Storage container, which comes from Michael's. I haven't shown this shame to you guys in a while, so I'll just get it out. We're all friends here, right? And then this is really almost more gold than it is yellow, but it's a kind of an off gold color. So definitely, so this is the yellow, and that's definitely not yellow. I'm thinking, do I have, the other thing I could do is always bring in something a little bit more neutral, like a brown or something like that. Let me see what that looks like. There's a lot of brown in here, so that doesn't bother me. I was just trying to, there is a, this does have a saying on it. So the reason I love this storage container, and yes, I know I have a lot of washi tape, is that it, you can pick the trays up and carry them to your workspace if you want to do that. I didn't do that tonight just because I wanted to, you know, you guys haven't seen this in a while. So I thought I'd bring it over to, oh, I have taco tape, but I think it's going to be too silly. I was just thinking that. I'm like, I think I actually have some taco tape. I don't use my printed tapes like with food and that kind of stuff as often. Yeah, the colors aren't right. If I had just gone to the colors from this, like reds and the yellows and greens and that kind of stuff, it would have been really cute on here. But all right, so I think I'm going to try to make this work. Yeah, this one has a little bit too much orange in it. Although I'm about to get ready to be scrapping in some, well, I guess I was saying scrapping in some orange. That's really not true because I'm still working on, I still have spring photos to print, I think. I'm a little behind in my photo printing this year. Okay, so the one thing I do want to do is I want to hide this piece here. So, well, actually, it doesn't matter if, oh no, I do need to do that actually, because she's going to sit, let's see, maybe I need to shorten up these photos, shorten up this and cut these photos to match. I did think about pink, Stella, but the reason I'm staying away from that is I have these pink embellishments here, and this already contrasts with that pink. I'm afraid that it's going to be too much if I bring in another pink. So that is a thought. That was a thought. If I wasn't thinking about using this, and there's this cute one that says, let's talk about it, and they're not already not the pinks. Although there's two schools of thought there, that the more pink you bring in, the less disturbing it would look if they don't match. So I think that works either way, but that was kind of my thought why I didn't say pink. But great idea. And if I don't think the brown works, that might be a way that I end up going. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut these quick. I'm not going to cut anything that's important off of these. We're just gonna make it fit with this. But good call on that one. So you'll probably hear, I've got my window open, so you're probably going to hear kids because they're out playing and basketball and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get this down. This, if I can find the end here, this might be one of those times too that I end up having to use 2 layers depending on how much I can see through this. This is tape from American Crafts, and it's a fall, was an old fall line, I think is when I bought this. And I just realized, I wonder if you can read what it actually says on this, because that might not be so cool. But if I put 2 layers, I bet you won't be able to, because there we go. Yeah, it says things like baking, leaves, apples, thankful. I'm going to do 2 layers of this because I think it'll make it harder to read. But I like the brown with the brown in the background of the restaurant. So that's why I'm going to attempt this. We'll see. Could be a disaster, could be brilliant. And it is kind of hard to read, you know, just because it's down on a very intensely patterned piece of paper here. And this is a little bit, I want it more towards the top of this. So I'm going to do that. Oh, there we go. I think I got that there. I still think I'm going to do 2 layers of this. And it may seem wasteful, but you just saw my washi tape container, so you know that I have plenty. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it's making it really confusing to read that, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. And I don't know, would that pink have been better? Let's try it. We'll try it. So let me grab a couple. One with flowers, that won't work. I think that one would be good. And then we'll see which one we like. I can always tear the washi off. I think that's the best pink I have, actually. Everything else is a little bit off from that, or has such a design printed in it, it'll look weird. So I think this is a little bit, it's a little bright. Okay, so let's try this one. This is the closest one I have to a color on here, and we'll just mix our pinks in and see what happens, perhaps. Here's the worst part about washi tape, is finding the end, and then I cut my fingernails. So I put, for my class reunion last weekend, I put some different Color Street nail polish on, and then it started to come off. So, all right. Stella, I kind of like that. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. I think it's kind of cool. This really stands out against that, between the two. I think this, because of what color it is fading in the background a little bit. And yes, that's a different pink. I don't know that that's the worst thing. But I also like the fact that this won't be fighting that on that side so much. So let me grab another one of these so you guys can kind of look at it and see. Well, here, let's do the taco buck guy. So Penny's saying pink. We'll see if anybody votes. Anyone else votes. Stella, do you have a vote since you were the one who recommended the pink or asked me about the pink? I'll wait just a second. So, let's see. Stella says pink pops, but the brown settles the pattern paper. I think, yes, pink. Yeah, pink pops, but Nancy's got a pink. I think we've got votes for, pink. And here's the thing. My vote is for pink as well, too. So I'm glad you asked me that question, Stella, because I had thought about it and then thought, no. I think what I'm really liking about the pink is that even though that pink is popping, and you're right, it really is, I think it's close enough to what's going on in here. And this pattern itself, which is a crazy pattern, is also kind of blending a little bit more in that background. So I am going to actually take this off and we're going to go with the pink suggestion. So thanks, Stella. I'm going to be a little careful. I think this is, yeah, this is going to rip fine. My Bella Boulevard washies do not, if they're on, I have to be very careful about pulling them off like that, because they will, I want to say, they'll pull the paper off. So I'm going to just give a little more there, and then we'll grab the pink. And I think I'm only going to use one layer of the pink. I kind of like the way the design shows through in the background. So let's get that going. The other thing that's kind of nice is when I'm looking at this pink too, I think it works with the color of the tomatoes in here. I know that's not the craziest, but that red is a little bit more pinky red as well. This is very transparent washi. The brown was not as transparent. This is freckled fawn, or not freckled fawn. Or is it freckled fawn? Yes, it is freckled fawn. What am I saying? Yes, I'm pretty sure this is freckled fawn anyway. I can't think what else that would be. So I write on the inside of my washi tapes to try to just give you guys as much. But you know, the supplies I'm using in general right now are older supplies, just because that's what I have. I have not been buying a ton of new. I did just get an order in earlier this week. Wait, I told you about Christmas last week. And then this week I did get my order of some Bella Boulevard faux solids. So those are the things that I use to make it look like it's a solid, but it's got a pattern in it, which that's a faux solid right there. But these things like the polka dots and that kind of stuff that I use often. I use those often. Okay, so got that down. I'll put the title over here somewhere. And you know what? Instead of making it look like it's sitting on top of that, I think I'm going to do this instead. Now that I think about it, I like this a little bit better. It looks a little more cohesive. This one is sitting so on top, it doesn't look as much of the design, I think. It's as much of the design. That's my thought anyway, but maybe, I told you, this is a bad thing when I don't have a plan in mind. Although now you know that that's a real scrapbooker. Actually, I'm going back up with this because I can see it on the screen and I like it better up on top. I was thinking I wanted it to touch the background and be partway in the washi tape to get it a little bit closer to this, but I don't like it now that that's done. So, all right. All that edit, you guys, those videos you see from me on Tuesdays and Saturdays are edited. So you can definitely tell that when I start doing lives like this. All right. So we'll get these down, and I'm just going to eyeball here to try to get about the same spaces to the side to side. When I hit my, for a second, I have a bubbly water next to me. It's not actually bubbly, but it's not still water. It's the words I was looking for. But anyway, and I thought I hit that. I really just hit the feet for my filming lights. There's a lot of stuff on this desk. I have a big desk though, I can't complain. Okay, so there's that one. And this one here. We'll get this kind of down. That's about right. Okay, so we have that down. Wonder if I have any yellow that color. Like in sticker letters, maybe? I used to have a yellow, but I think I've actually used that all up. I had a bigger yellow. Right now, I'm only seeing really small yellow stuff. I have orange. I have tiny, tiny letters. And this is not the right yellow. Yeah. Okay, so that's not it. Let me grab my sticker letters and see if I can find anything in there with yellows. And a yellow that might work. And I could go back to pink too, always. I'm going to try to do something different. Or I could do wood in here. That's not the right yellow again either. That was very orangey. I do red. Red's not gonna look good on that. I mean, I could go back to pink or blue as well. Just looking, I'm actually looking through my actual sticker letters, because I think if I do anything more, if I do anything that's lighter. Oh, and that's blue. These are Old Bella Boulevard things. I think the blues are going to have a hard time showing up, and I'm probably going to need something dimensional now that I don't think it's going to be yellow. And I don't think I have dimensional yellow in that color, but I can always see. Entertaining, guys, sorry. You can't see me. Perhaps it's good that you can't, because I have a lot of letters. Okay, let's see. I think these are all going to be very bright. Yeah. I almost see like a gold. Everything else is pretty bright. Could try, maybe I will look and see what brown looks like up against this, since we didn't use the washi tape in brown. I also have navy. I wonder if this will, so this is an alpha I haven't used very much of, but it's a different shape. So I'm wondering if that might help distract your eye from it. Oh, these things are so bad, they're sliding everywhere. That was the one thing I was a little concerned about. And I only have one E, but I think I can take a white pen and make that work. So, because I need 3 of them, I think. So I think I'm going to start with the word dinner because that's important to this story. So the story behind this is my granddaughter said to my daughter-in-law, "Oh my gosh, this is the absolute best dinner ever." And maybe when I do this, I won't put them down. And I do like to kind of put them together like that so that they're sitting next to each other. I have a hashtag, so that might be kind of fun. But I want to get these on so that the rest of it then I can get on. Okay, so Stella just asked a good question. She asked if anyone takes inventory of their scrapbooking supplies that so that you don't buy unwillingly buy duplicates, because we all know that that can be kind of easy to do if you have a lot. So I don't, and it's the only thing I really do. I think I know my product well enough at the moment. I did have a running list of my Nuvo drops and my mists ages ago, and then my washi tapes when I first started buying those, because I was afraid I was going to do that. So I don't, but I can see, especially if you are a collector, and I don't mean that in a judgmental way, a collector of things like stamps and dies, for sure, that would probably be a good thing to do. I have both of those things, but as you can tell, I don't use a ton of them. So I don't have a ton of them, and so it's pretty easy for me to not buy them. If I'm thinking, like, I was just looking at, I think Allie Edwards stamps when they just came out recently with her Christmas stuff, and I thought about getting some, and I looked at it, I'm like, you know, I don't use them all that much even during Christmas, right? But she has her Christmas stamps have lots of good use for other things too. But anyway, I thought, why would I do that? Because I don't use them all that often. And then I'd buy more. But anyway, so I think for big things, yes, definitely. It'd be interesting to hear what other people say. I know there's like apps that you can keep track of that kind of stuff, which is cool. Especially if you like technology. That's a neat thing. So then I'll grab another C. And like I said, I know I have a paint pen here, so it'll look a little bit thicker. And I'm liking the way that looks. And then just because I have them, I think I'll use this hashtag. It's sliding all over the place. Or # for those of us who are older. Just had to. Yes, really apps. Yep. Yeah, you can figure stuff out that you've got. I know it's crazy, but yep. So the thing about the apps that's nice is when you buy stuff, you just scan the barcode and then you've got it. You don't have to try to figure that out from there. Okay, so there's that. So I think I'm going to start layered things. I definitely want something over here. Maybe I want to get one of these tacos on there, and I could always this one I was originally thinking about doing something like this, where I was tucking behind. But I don't really like that. And it's very blue. It's a lot more blue than I thought it was. So maybe not that one. I should look to see if I can find any of the kind of turquoise. Stella, I don't know. I don't know what the app is actually. I just remember hearing that they had them. So I'm sorry to like, you know, make you all, well, either excited about it or flabbergasted about it, either way. But yeah, I don't know what they are. I just know that they have them. So these little pieces I'm pulling off now are like grocery lists and stuff like that. So I'm going to just cut the grocery piece off of this. So yeah, you might want to just do like, I don't know, product inventory app or scrapbooking app. And I'm kind of thinking, okay, so then if I have this one over here, maybe bringing this dinner, and I'm going to not show that little bit of pink there, I think. That I'll just get that down there so that it looks a little bit more like a tab. And maybe I'm going to do this one. This one is sticking down and I don't think it's straight. You're welcome. Yeah, I know, isn't that crazy to think that? But boy, if you're having problems keeping track of stuff, or you know, really want to make sure that you're not buying extra, what a great way to do that, right? Okay, Penny, you wonder how a strip, keep telling me, oh, of washi across the top. Okay, we can try that and see. The one thing I was going to do is, because I have this lovely Let's Taco About It piece, is I was going to, I'm going to cut this, make a, I'm going to cut this a little bit, not all the way, and I'll just fishtail it again. I was going to hang these banners off of something. And the more I look at this, I don't like that up against it. I think this one's okay because it's a taco and it's kind of in the midst of all of that stuff. So what I was planning on doing was doing something up here so we can get the Let's Taco About It in here. Oh, and this can even get cut a little bit more. I've got these all over. Here's the bad part about, and these, so the reason I'm really sticking these to things and being careful is because these stickers are really thin because it's from one of those American Crafts sticker book. Oh, top of the journaling card. Okay, we can try that tonight. That might be a good idea. I'm getting these cut very straight, but all right, let's do this. And then I think I'll bring in this aqua one to bring some more aqua in. I have, by the way, on occasion, like put washi tape on the tops and bottoms. I think if I did it on top, it would probably close it in quite a bit. And I don't know that we want to do that. This guy is such a different size from these other two banners that I don't know that I'm going to like them. Okay, so let me get these on. And then we'll test out that theory of some pink washi on top of that other one. And maybe I have another banner in here that I can put on that top. Let me just look and see what I have available here. There's another pink, but that would lay right next to this. But this one I might be able to use. Because there is some, to be careful about that. I forgot that I don't have those circles down. Because the next thing is I'm going to lose one and be looking for it. Okay. There's that. Don't love that piece on there anymore. So there we go. I was looking for my Cricut spatula. I didn't put this down all that hard. Okay, so let's put this back here and let's see what it looks like with a little bit of pink on top of that. And then if I do that, get this guy off of here. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but there's a motorcycle going by. You know I live in Wisconsin, right? Home of Harley Davidson. We hear that a lot around here. My favorite was in my old neighborhood. There was a guy who used to go to work about 5 in the morning with that noise. Now I'm up at 5 or 5:30 quite frequently, but I didn't really love that at that time of day. I need coffee before I'm a human. That is kind of cute. Cute, cute, cute. All right, let's do that. Okay, I think what I'm going to probably do is just put this little taco right there by itself. And then we have some winking tacos here. So let's pop that one there. And then I have this dinner piece here. So I'm trying really hard to do something above this, and it's just not working. But I think I'll put the dinner above that photo. That's number 1 there. So, all right. Do you like, I didn't even ask you guys, but I liked it. So, hey, Tammy. Yeah, I think it's cute too. Well, and hello to your daughter, Penny. Yeah, I think it's cute. Thank you, Penny, for all the washi tape suggestions tonight, right? The thing I like to, you guys can see stuff sometimes, and like when I did it down here and you had suggested it, it ended up working out really well, even though I thought, well, no more pink. But I think it's okay with the pink that's going on here now, because this pink is like a combination between the coral and the pink that's on here. I think what I'm going to do now, oh, I have a love this little banner too here. Let's get this under this taco here. Because that'll get more of that, the off pink, whatever this color is there. There we go. And that gives a really nice place to sit that, this little cluster up here too. Kind of am liking that part of it. Still playing with what's going on up here. Okay, so I think that I like a little bit better now. Then I have the burrito and the chips. Let's see. Maybe the burrito's not going on here tonight. I don't think he's going to. He will live to see another day. It's blending in too much. I'm trying to see. I don't think I've grabbed my tweezers yet tonight. Ooh, that's noisy. Sorry, guys. Oh, I did. I buried it. Okay, so what I want to do is get, I mean, that's up there, but it's got some color in it at least. And I'm just going to scatter these little chips around for a little bit of shine. Let's see, 1, 2, we want one over here. And then I think we'll do one. This one is an upside down chip, which is funny. I guess he's gonna just sit there. And then I have 2 tomatoes. So two little tomato halves here. I think that's actually going to bring that color in a little bit better over there. And maybe one right there. I do have a hot sauce bottle. Maybe that's what we'll do. Hot sauce bottle can go here. along with that chip. Okay, I think you guys are probably having a hard time seeing some of these just because the colors are so close, but I think that works, and I'm pretty happy there. Still don't love that, but I think it's okay, and I can't think of what else to do. I mean, I did toy with doing a little pink washi strip up there, but I think it's going to look like it's floating if I do that. We can try it though. Since we've been putting washi in lots of different places tonight, maybe I'll do that. Let's see if that grounds that a little bit. Or if it just like looks like it's floating in the middle of nowhere. And I'm actually going to cut this because oops, I almost grabbed the wrong pink washi. Because all my other washi lines are straight. Usually I don't do that, but since they're wrapped around things. Okay, then, oh, you guys, I've got tape and stickers stuck everywhere tonight. Okay, so let's see, once we get these back on here, noisy neighborhood tonight. If I like that better. I actually don't mind that, and I think it grounds it, so I'm going to wait till it comes up in the little preview window there and see what I think. I can't see it right now. Yeah, I think that's okay. I feel better about it this way than I did the other way. Put this back up a little bit more here. There we go. Okay. I think that's on it. I don't think I'm going to do any enamel dots with this one just because I have the Doodlebug stuff around it. So, thanks, Penny. That was nice. I have all those cute little ideas from you. I was just going to look and see maybe a little bit this pinky color over here. And I actually have a banner that I might be able to do that with. So let's see if this works. Just get that down in here and kind of spread it around so it looks a little intentional. These chips, the chips and tacos, and even the bottle have little faces on them. Okay, I like that better, I think. Cute, and there is this little bit of bright green, but I think that's okay with that's looking. Now that I look at it, I have nothing down here with the photos, but I think I'm going to leave it. Well, I am going to leave it. The reason I'm going to do that is there's so much going on top that it's enough. But you know that the focus is up here, and this is like these are the main photos here, and my well, other than the fact that she's got that tongue out again, the main photos that I really love. So I think that works well. I just saw this little guy and I'm wondering, do I want to pop him in there? Too much green. So I think that's it for tonight, you guys. I'm not going to do another layout. I've got a couple of other things to do. Thanks, Penny. Well, with lots of good help from you guys tonight. So I've got lots of stuff to do tonight, and I have to get up really early tomorrow morning because my daughter-in-law and I are in the midst of, we're not staying on property when we go to Disney, so we can only book things one day in advance, and we're at our dates where we can start booking things. So we have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning if we've got something to do. So really right now for us, it's restaurant reservations is what we're booking. So we're tomorrow, we're doing and when we go to Disney, it'll be a Magic Kingdom day, and we're looking at trying to get one of the character breakfasts or lunches for the kids. We're not going to do a ton of that stuff, although we did decide that my daughter-in-law and I, and actually these two, are going to do a character breakfast. So, or not character breakfast, we're going to do the Mickey Halloween party together after hours. It happened to land on a rest day for us, which won't be a rest day for 4 out of the 7 of us, but that's okay. So anyway, thanks, Nancy. Yeah, I think I like that too. And since we were using it so much, it made sense to me to try to get a little more over on this table. I love that addition here. That was a really good suggestion. So as I'm, squirrel, there's something else, but yes, I really think it is too. So anyway, I've got some stuff to do yet tonight, including my dinner dishes, because I ate dinner right before I came on. And then I need to get to bed so I can get up tomorrow morning, because I also need to start running. So besides those lovely Disney photos that you're looking for, Penny, I am also going to I'm running again. So eventually you'll start seeing me with 5K race photos again. I used to do a ton of that before I had the plantar fasciitis. So that's kind of the weekend. And I think dear boyfriend and I are going to do something fallish tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. Oh, and I have something really cool that's going to happen. So it won't happen. I won't know next Friday when I talk to you guys, but a week from tomorrow, how many of you guys remember Sarah Swan from her YouTube channel, scrapbook YouTube channel? I think it's still up, but she's not scrapbooking on YouTube anymore, but she now has a book channel. And when she opened it, I started following it and have been following it for a long time. And then she and I run a design team, and I don't remember if it was the Victoria Marie's design team or the Cheeky Studio design team, but we were on a design team together. But I've never met her in person. So anyway, so she and 3 of her bookish, yes, on YouTube. Oh, very cool, Penny. So she and 3 of her friends who are also booktubers, one of them lives here in Wisconsin, not very far from me. And she and I have talked about getting together because her name is Lindsay, and she's also a scrapbooker. Well, her friend Lindsay, that you guys see on YouTube if you follow Sarah's booktube channel. Anyway, so Sarah and Lindsay, and 2 of their other friends are going to be in Madison, which is only about an hour from where I live, and they opened it up to going to a place to visit and just meet each other. And I did have some plans to do some extra volunteer work with my boyfriend next Saturday. When I told him about it, I said, I'll still do it, but I'm going to leave right away so I can go do it, and then I'll come back and we could go out to dinner. Well, he said, just go. So I'm so excited. So I get to meet Sarah and Lindsay and Krista and Amanda are the 4 women. And Amanda's from Minnesota. So I also lived up in Minnesota at one point. So we'll have lots to talk about. But I'm really excited. So I'll have to tell you guys, because some of you probably know Sarah as a scrapbooker. I'm really super, super excited to meet her. And I sent her a little note and said I was coming. And she said, oh, I'm excited. She said, I was hoping you were going to do that. So it'll be very cool to meet her in person. So anyway, I'll fill you guys in on that, but that won't be for 2 weeks. On a Friday night, it won't be. So anyway, hope you guys, I think as my dear collaborator Rachel used to say, I think I've nattered on long enough. I think about when I'm doing stuff like that and just chatting, I think about Rachel saying nattered or nattering all the time. So anyway, you guys take care. It was good to see you tonight. Thanks for all your suggestions and voting on colors and that kind of stuff tonight. Sometimes it's fun to collaborate, and I like that sometimes you guys see things differently than I do, which is a nice thing too. So, all right, you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will talk to you again next Friday night. Bye, everybody.